Okay, here we are going to discuss the Xumm API to conduct a transaction. Formally, a transaction is conducted as a request to submit payment to the XRP ledger from one account to another. This can be pretty risky, or if there is any fault in making this transaction, as if you put in or entered the wrong account number or the wrong amount, and that can lead to a loss in XRP. So this approach is produced by the developer Weitse Wind as a third-party trusted developer, where you can request an amount that you want sent from one account to another to a either a device, being a desktop or a mobile device, and this allows for a trusted third party to take the XRP and directly submit it to the requested destination. And this allows the user and the client to free themselves from any error by completing a secure transaction. The transaction for the Xumm platform takes place at the back end, so it's a secure, call done by the through something called a WebSockets. These are secured, and the call is made by the user to the Xumm API, which will then send the request to the device that is designated with the account number XTW. And here we see that we have a user token already entered, so that it is directly sent. That user token can be used again for future transactions. The request was made for 5 XRP. It says 5 million only because each drop or each XRP contains 1 million drops. The transaction is submitted directly to the API upon either accepting or rejecting the ordered transaction, which will then populate the system. You can incorporate a webhook into your application, which will notify you of the transaction, so you can identify the hash and the transaction signature to give you all the information you need about the specific transaction. This unfortunately, we're unable to see the screen of the device, which we are using an Android cell phone, and this is due to the developer's security feature that prohibits any view, just in case if the phone is hacked or is compromised. The intruder isn't able to see what's on the device, but typically you would just get a notification on the device. You would then enter the code to use the application on the phone, or to sign in and download the application. It is valid for Android and Apple devices, as well as desktop. Here we see that the developer platform on the actual website for Xumm identifies also other information about the payment requests and other useful pieces of information. The account is going to fulfill and be recorded in the actual XRP ledger, so this is an optimal way to eliminate error by sending requests directly to the designated devices.